You were talking about unity and solidarity, okay? When my homie got killed, you know what I knew? There was a lot of people who didn't give a shit, right? That looked just like me. So I can't click up with my race, because guess what? I'm mixed, so I don't have one. And so was Michael Nida, mixed race, my homeboy, Puerto Rican and white, right? So I can't just go say, Black Lives Matter, Brown Lives Matter, right? He's a human being. You look at Martin Angel Hernandez, murdered in the streets of Anaheim, right? When he got murdered, his community rose up. And when his community rose up because they were alone, guess what happened? They got raided, they got deported, and only a handful were remaining to stand up for Martin. Robert Villa, I saw his name on here. Tustin, his parents called the cops because he was having a psychotic episode and they wanted help for their son. And when the cops showed up, they executed Robert on his front lawn in front of his family and friends. Faraz Murad, an honor student from Long Beach, who was having a bad reaction to some drugs he took, oh my God. And he got killed by a cop who was afraid of his injuries because when he fell out the window, he broke his arm and a compound fracture, was bleeding all over the place. So they shot him on sight. An honor student, just graduated from high school, his whole future ahead of him. Barry Prack, from Little Cambodia in Long Beach, a police brutality advocate who started fighting for his friend Sokahor in 2013 when Sokahor was brutally shot by the Long Beach PD, and then his mother was denied access to him as he lay in his hospital room fighting for his life. Barry Prack organized a movement for his friend, got his mother in to see Sokahor that day because we stood out there and raised our voices just like we're doing today. Guess what happened to Barry Prack? He got shot and they said he lunged at him with a knife. Do you think they found a weapon? No, they did not. He was executed for taking a stand. All of these are people from different walks of life. Different walks of life. There's Ezell Ford. We were out here 2 years ago when Ezell Ford was murdered. 65th and Broadway. Another community that they dismiss, that they think there is no solidarity, that they think no one will come to that neighborhood and protest. We did, because of every fucking name on this shirt. We got somebody who's not here today. Her son, Manuel Diaz, was murdered in Anaheim. And some of you might have seen the uprising in 2012 that took place around Manuel Diaz. Right? But the city of Anaheim was counting on the family of Martin Hernandez and the family of Manuel Diaz and the family of Joey Acevedo and the family of David Raya, because they're all from different neighborhoods, not to fight together. But guess what? We all stand together. And Manuel Diaz got robbed of justice in Orange County, and they took his case to the Court of Appeals, and guess what? We're taking him to court again. We're taking him to court again because Manuel Diaz was shot in the back for washing his hands by a cop who shouldn't have even been talking to him to begin with. This dickhead, that's a consensual encounter, not you guys. You guys are good. I'm talking about the sheriff, okay? That's a consensual encounter. If he comes up and talks to you and you don't want to talk to him, walk away and fuck you. I don't consent to this encounter. You don't have to talk to cops. Make them prove you're a suspect. Make them prove they have something to say to you. You don't have to talk to cops. You don't have to snitch on your neighbors. You don't have to turn your family in. Don't call them. Call somebody else. Call a neighbor, call a friend, call one of us. There is solidarity in this movement. Anywhere you find blood in this movement, you'll find solidarity in this movement. And when you look at my shirt, we are the Young Survivors. We are an organization created by family members of Michael Nida, Manuel Diaz, Martin Hernandez, Marcel Ceja. We founded an organization to take care of each other, to call each other so we don't have to call the cops. There is no prerequisite to join our organization except for blood. And because of that blood, that's what gives us solidarity. That's what makes us stand together. In that blood is unity. If I fight for you, you fight for me. Because I got to get you to care about Michael Nida. I need you to care about Michael Nida. So I'm going to care about you. And I'm going to care about yours. And we're going to build a movement based on the blood and based on the love. We don't need them. We need to love each other. We need to build strong communities. We need to take care of each other. You know what? When you see someone on the street that don't look like you, that don't think like you, that don't talk like you, he's still your brother. She's still your sister. You're still obligated. That's your family, the human race. So you stick up for each other. You stick up for each other. It doesn't matter. You see somebody who's being oppressed, you stand up for them. You don't ask questions. You stick up for them. You see somebody fucking with somebody, you see a cop hassling somebody, and you have a camera on your phone, pull it out. Even if you don't have a charge, pull it out. Guarantee you, if they're fucking with somebody that they shouldn't be, they're gonna stop. You could save a lot of lives with that camera on your phone. Catch them slipping. And you know what? Sooner or later, just like with Noel Aguilar, we're gonna catch them doing what we say they do. And guys like this deputy who came up, he's not gonna be able to come up and pull that wolf ticket shit with us anymore. He's not gonna come up and say, I'm sorry for your loss, because we're gonna know what team he's really on. Because when you put the evidence in somebody's face and they still deny the truth, they've told you everything about themselves. And that's what we're doing. We're out here to bring the truth. Every single one of you that's here today, you're defending the truth. You're standing up for the truth. And we got to keep doing this. I'm sorry, brother. I wish this was your last protest. I wish it was. But I'm telling you, 4 years ago, I stood right over there where the DA's office is, right? And I wished it was my last protest too. And I'm still here. And I'm not going anywhere till we win, but I'm gonna tell you what, we will. Because this movement is building and building and building momentum. And we need to stick up for each other, we need to be here for each other. So when a call like this comes out, show up. Don't be afraid of how many people are gonna be there. Don't be afraid whether the news is gonna be there. Fuck ABC. ABC is owned by Disney. Disney owns Anaheim. Anaheim's killing my brothers. Simple math. Simple math, right?